lot of new money, when it's not saving. He liking my flavor, I think it's cause.
Menu narration option is set to off.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Waiting! Mike, 34! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1 yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Switch. Forward, Tokyo. 61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Orbit.
Wentz going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And got his man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Joker, joker, joker. Go. Kill.
Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Quick, waiting. Mike, go. Alert. 14. Do. Come on, 44, Mike. Check. Yo. Run left. Yo. Go. Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
There we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go. We got this. Check.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. To throw is Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wilson. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's the West. Watch the safety creep. Hey, watch it. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 57. One left. You ain't doing nothing today. Under 10. 10. Check 50, check 50. Took right, took right. Check 40. That's it. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Check 4, check 4. Check 31. Right.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson, being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
3 ball. Check 99. Check 99. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. One slap. One slap. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 57. Mike 57. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check. Kill. Run left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson operating from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
57's Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, Dobbins, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
I'm coming. Alert. Run left.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Wentz. He shakes him off. Trying to improvise. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. First down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Slam, slam, slam.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dobbins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. From midfield, here's Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Wentz going to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Recon, 152 fighter. They kill him. They 4-2 kill him. Let's get it. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check 13.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
Now Scott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Pick the edge. Great. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check the backer. Hustle. Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, look. Chuck Milky. Good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Kill. 36 power. Bang out. He's checking crap. Fred down. Watch twitch. I'll go special. Check.
On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.